Hey yo, EC here, and I have 52 Nintendo Switch games that I'm going to be going over in this video. So I'm going to be going over all the games in my collection for the Switch 1. Obviously, 52 games, quite a lot of games. So yeah, let's get into it. And also, so if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. So sort of my third-party games. So we have Big Pharma, which is obviously this is the manager edition. So obviously you manage your little own biotech firm. After what happened a few years ago, I'm not sure any of us really want to be doing that. Then we have Minecraft Dungeons Hero Edition, obviously got DLC to that. Then we have Saints Row 4 Re-elected, obviously. This is a fun little GTA-like game. Obviously, you've got superpowers in this one, and you're also the President of America, so that's that. Daemon X Machina, obviously this is a Nintendo-published game. Because published by Nintendo, it's not actually developed by Nintendo, I don't have this with my Nintendo collection of games. So there's that. It's basically just like an anime mech fighting game. Got Rico, this is like a fun like police sort of game. But obviously if you're not really a fan of first-person shooters or the police, not really a thing. No Straight Roads, this is a fun little game. Obviously, nothing really bad I can say about it, to be honest. And I will be giving like brief summaries of these games, because obviously, or what I know about these games, just because obviously I've got 52 of them to go through. Then we have Sniper Elite 2 Remastered, obviously this by Rebellion. Probably one of the best studios, obviously, in the UK, or even in the whole industry, to be honest. Then we have Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. This game was quite fun and quite big back in the day. This is actually made by a bunch of people that used to work at Rare, so there's that as well. Then we have Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Infinite Combat, obviously. I bought this game as a joke, but obviously it's in my collection still. Then we have Ghostbusters, the video game remastered. Obviously, it's Ghostbusters video game remastered. Dead Cells Game of the Year edition. This is one of the first games I ever got with my Switch, and this is obviously Dead Cells, the Game of the Year version. It's got all the DLCs and stuff. Because Dead Cells was huge when the Switch came out. It's such a huge game. Then we have Axiom Verge. Obviously, another little Metroidvania sort of game. Pretty fun. Then we have Flying Death. Oh, sorry, not Flying Death, Flipping Death, which is obviously another little, platforming. It's a little platforming sort of game where you got to do backflips and stuff. That's quite fun. I just dropped that game. Then we have Locomoto. This is my newest game in my collection at the time of me recording this video. Obviously, it's a train, cozy game, so that's kind of fun. Then we have Supermarket Shriek, which obviously it looks like me and my sister going shopping, to be honest. Then we have SpongeBob Battle for the Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, because obviously SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. This game obviously we all played as a kid. We all played it on like the PS2 and all that sort of stuff. I never had a PS2. I had a 360. We have Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers. They just keep re-releasing Street Fighter 2. Like, you have to kind of just get them all at this point. Then we have Star Wars Racer and Commando Combat Combo Pack, which obviously Republic Commando from 2005, plus Star Wars Racer. We have Star Wars Jedi Knight 1 and 2. And we also have Borderlands, the Legendary Collection. What annoys me with this, only the first game is on the cartridge. Obviously, the other games in this collection are actually on a download code that's put in the thing. So that's kind of a scummy thing to do for Gearbox. Now we're going to start moving on to the other games. These are the Nintendo developed games, which, ooh, I know Nintendo, yay. So we have Snipclips Cut It Out Together Plus. This is obviously the version with all the DLC. This is obviously the full version of the game. And this was like a launch title for the Switch. And I kind of hope they bring this back, because Snipclips is actually such a fun little game. And I kind of hope they just do more of it. Then we have 51 worldwide games. Obviously, this is also known as Clubhouse Games in America, I believe. Which explains why I've not been able to find the DS game for that. Because I've been looking for the DS version in the UK. I think my local game store has it. I think I've been looking for it under the wrong name. Then we have Metroid Dread, because obviously, who doesn't love 2D Metroid? Like, 2D Metroid literally started the whole genre. Obviously, I know Castlevania had that as well, but like Metroid's like the one that's relevant still. Then we have Emio the Smiling Man. This is definitely a weird game. I was like, when I saw Nintendo publish this, and I was just like, really? Like, they developed and published this game. Like, that is just kind of insane that they would do that, because they kind of know family-friendly stuff. We have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I mean, this is the Ultimate Smash Bros. Game. What more do you need to say, really? Although they need to add Waluigi. If there's no Waluigi in the next one, I'll be disappointed. Then we have Another Code Recollection. Obviously, the DS and Wii Another Code games obviously remastered and ported to the Switch. Nice little idea, to be honest. Then we have Astral Chain. This was developed by Platinum Games, obviously, the guys who made Bayonetta. And this is just insane. This is a fun little police game. I kind of hope we see another one, to be honest. I kind of want to see Astral Change 2, but from what I've heard, it didn't sell insanely well. Then we have Splatoon 2, because obviously Splatoon 2 is like one of the... Well, it was one of the launch titles for the Switch. Plus, well, it is obviously quite well known that Splatoon is one of Nintendo's biggest franchises nowadays. And it started, but people don't realise it started on the Wii U. So remember that, guys. Splatoon is a Wii U franchise. Then we have Fire Emblem Warriors. It's Fire Emblem Warriors. You know, what more do you know? They have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Obviously, great Wii U game on the Switch. And yes, guys, I will be specifying if it's a Wii U game and it's on the Switch in this video, because I can be like that. I can be annoying. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. A HD remake of the Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii, just without the motion controls, which is kind of nice. It's nice that they took away the annoying feature of you had to shake the Wii remote to actually jump. It was kind of annoying. They have arms. I mean, I'm waiting for the sequel, Legs. Then we have Everybody Want to Switch, because obviously this game was I got this brand new for £18. Like, no one was buying this. No one is buying Everyone Wants to Switch. It is one of the worst games Nintendo's ever published. And the sad part is, I understand the concept and what they were trying to do with it, but problem is, the first game felt like a tech demo. This one felt like a tech demo that they released 7 years into the Switch lifespan, and no one cared at that point. Because obviously, we already had, the Marios and the Zeldas and all that sort of stuff. They have 1-2 Switch. So this one, I think this is a bit overhated, to be honest. I don't think 1-2 Switch is bad. I feel like 1-2 Switch is just kind of overhated because obviously what it is. It's very simple. It's them trying to do a Wii Sports game. I'm not annoyed at it. I get the appeal of it. I just don't really see why people hate it so much. But the sequel, I don't get why they did the sequel, to be honest. Right now we've got this other stack. This is my other stack of of Switch games. So we have Super Mario RPG, obviously the remake of this Super Nintendo game, which I believe is called Super Mario RPG: The 7 Stars. So obviously nice. Then we have WarioWare Get It Together, because obviously who doesn't love Wario? WarioWare is obviously such a weird franchise, because they seem to release them and the mini games do really well. Some of the mini games are really fun. And some of them are just a slog to play, but they're only 6 seconds. Then we have Super Mario Odyssey, which is obviously the only real new 3D Mario we got on the Switch, but it's also nice because it took sort of risks and that. And the next game in my collection is very expensive because obviously it is a limited run game. We have Super Mario 3D All Stars, because obviously Super Mario 3D All Stars, isn't it? This game came out, I got it for Christmas. I just had to play it because obviously had the best Mario games, obviously, especially Galaxy. They should have put Galaxy 2 on this. I know that's a common criticism of it, but Galaxy 2 and Mario 3D Land would have been great. You have Paper Mario the Origami King. It's Paper Mario the Origami King, what do you expect? Then we have Paper Mario the Fast New Dawn. Okay. So I'll tell you this, the reason I got this game was actually an argument with my girlfriend at the time. Because obviously I ordered 2 copies. And I just started arguing because obviously they wanted this copy because obviously I can't remember who it is, but someone in this game is apparently supposed to be transgender or something, and they're huge into that sort of stuff. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I got 2 copies of the game. Obviously, Paper Mario $1,000, it seems the best Paper Mario game, to be honest. You have Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which is obviously new Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which is let's be real, that's what it is. It's just got nicer graphics. Then we have Luigi's Mansion 3. Obviously, they continued obviously the whole Luigi's Mansion series here. It's quite a good game, to be honest. It's Luigi's Mansion, and I believe this is done by the same developer as the second game, or the second game, which obviously also got a HD remaster, which I don't have actually. But yeah, nice one, Luigi's Mansion 3. We have Detective Pikachu Returns. Why does this game exist? That game, it annoys me because it's Detective Pikachu itself was a niche idea, and it came out on the 3DS a year into the Switch's lifespan, so making the sequel on the Switch made sense, but then the game just was bad. Then we have Donkey Kong, then we have Pokemon Sword, which is obviously one half Pokemon Sword and Shield. We have new Pokemon Snap. Okay, this is weird to me because they did obviously new Pokemon Snap years after obviously 22 years after the first game, so it's kind of nice that they brought it back, to be honest. The next, I'm going to show the next two just because they're basically the same game. We have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Obviously, I've got to play these on my Switch 2 because obviously they run better on Switch 2 from what I've been told and what I've seen on like Straw Hat Midas. I keep going to say Donkey Kong. Then we have Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Obviously, this one's obviously one of the like most criticized ones on the Switch. Like, I don't hate the game. It's not insanely bad. It's just like it's not very faithful to the originals, to be honest. Then we have Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. Obviously, the HD version of the Wii game. Kingdoms of Hyrule, Crypto Necro Dancer, featuring Legend of Zelda. This is obviously one of the best games, in my opinion, for Zelda. And it's one that's very underrated because it's made by an indie dev for Nintendo. I mean, it's a brilliant little game and it's got some nice tunes on it. So I think that this game should get more promotion by Nintendo, to be honest, because it's quite good actually. We have Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, which is obviously I like it's an underrated game. Yeah, the frame rates weren't that great on the Switch version. Obviously, Switch 2, obviously, you play it on Switch 2, it does run a lot better. But, you know, it's the first real Zelda game where you play as Zelda. And for those that's going to comment about the 3DI games, no one talks about those games. And then we have Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, so another Wii U game. So yeah, guys, that's my whole collection. That's 52 games. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. Do you have more games than that? Do you have less games than that? Let me know what you think. If you need, make sure you subscribe, like, all that sort of stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll have the whole set over there. I'll see you next one. Peace.